Hello everyone, Firemac here, and welcome back to my Endwalker playthrough for Final Fantasy XIV with me, Firemac! And we're gonna finish off this side quest line here. We just finished his actual side quest line, and we're just gonna, chat him up, because like I called it, see? I called it! Little troll guys there. Thick as thieves. Vorpalane has something to ask you once more. Oh, hello again, thanks once more for your help in sorting out the sun. I've actually got something else to ask if you're willing to hear me out. Yeah. It concerns a new friend of mine, a young troll that I found wandering around these parts recently. Honestly, he's not capable of speech, but he can clearly understand me when I talk to him. You do believe me, right? More than you know. Oh, that's Shaggles. What a peculiar name. Well, that makes explaining the situation much easier. I last saw him by a Logisticon Alpha. Let's go and see if he's still there. Really? We have to go all the way back there? Really? Why must I suffer so? So yeah, we will be doing that, and then we'll be going back to the MSQ. All these side quests that you see, guys, don't worry, I will do them, but it'll most likely be after tonight's session. Stream session, I should say, so. Assuming I find the time tomorrow, because I do have plans to do a couple other things tomorrow night. But we should be okay. We should be okay. Maybe. I don't know. I say that. But every time I try to plan stuff and it just doesn't quite work out. This is my new friend. Hey, Shaggles. Grrr. I've been searching all over for you, you know? Since we last met, I decided to use magics to improve my vocalization. To that grrr, I've read my fair share of tomes on the subject. It seems your kind are capable of making your vocal cords vibrate thanks to your ability to breathe through your mouths. Alas, we trolls are incapable of doing so. However, I managed to adapt a wind aspect of the spell to enable me to communicate properly. Not that there's anything wrong with nasal grrrs, mind you. I'm not gifted enough to activate the spell on my own, so I set out in search of you once more. But it was then that I bumped into this clever child. What happened to Noel Hitia? No, I'm not gonna call it buffoon. He wouldn't have been any help, so I left without him. Clearly, I made the right choice. While I might not be able to speak with this boy, he still managed to bring you to me. You can understand what he's saying? It's simply amazing. I knew he had to have some way of communicating. I gather he knows a thing or two about Ether as well. Would you mind telling him what I just told you, pretty girl? So that's what he's been trying to tell me about. Of course, I'll do my best to help. The wind aspected ether invented by the Earth reactor ought to help. If we fiddle with the reactor settings a bit, we should even be able to create our own blustery Voltrix of the stuff. That should be all you need to cast your spell. See? I've got an eye for people! Now, take me to this reactor. Right this way. This is also you can talk. Where are we going? All the way over there. We're gonna have to cross paths with potentially Alizé. You know, since we are going to do the MSQ in the same episode, I might as well talk to Alizé over there. A little intermingling of side quests and a main story, guys. Also, since we're going to be near a Nether Current, I'll make my life so much easier. Alright, where is it again? 143 yalms north. We're literally straight ahead. It's probably up on that mountain up there. Probably, yeah. Right, guys? Yeah, it's totally up there. Yep, I see it. Semi-called it. I thought it would be a little more to the right. Well, we need to get up there first. Don't mind me, center from Prabhasa. We're just gonna tune to this. Don't mind us. Don't mind us. Don't mind us. Just watching. To the west. That's a big tree boy. Man, so many buildings. Oh, hey, yeah, I remember coming here. I mean, like, I'm so close to the thing. How close are we exactly? Can we go in there? Nope. I'm not sure if I actually saw it, though. Yalms west. So it's probably on the other side of this wall. Is there any pathway around here? On, I gotta get this ether current, guys. It's so freaking close. Or where it be, yo? Where it be? Where'd it be? There it is. Oh my god. That's completely all the way down there. Don't mind us, just watching. I said don't mind us, just watching! Alize, help me! Firemac, what are you doing out here? No, I don't mind if you help with the boxes, but it's far from the most exciting a task. Are you sure? Well, I appreciate the assistance. We need to get these to Aporia. Time is short, of course, but they're full of organic specimens and samples, so try not to be too rough with them. Alphino should be waiting for us when we arrive. I'll see you there. They will create the samples. Alphino, you'll. Oh my! No! Absolutely not. We'll not be doing that. Thank you. We'll be going to the next quest marker. Maybe on the way back if I can afford to. Right now, I just want to do the other side quests. Woo! Shaggles! What a splendid boy he is. I look forward to discussing all kinds of things with him once I'm able to talk. I'll be back in a bit. I just need to go tinker with the reactor settings. I learned all about this when I was coming up with ways to better the systems for the artificial sun. Oh, cutscene. Cutscene time. Hurrah, huzzah, hooray, hurro, hurrah, hurrah, all done. I think our wind-aspected ether vortex should pop up somewhere to the west. To the west? Keep your wits about you. There's every chance the high concentration of ether will attract fiends. But we don't have any means of protecting ourselves, so we'll need your help. Let us know when you're ready. Yeah, I guess we're going out there. We don't have any, okay. Same thing. Westward, grrr! Shaggles and Rubberlane are now accompanying you. Keep them at your side to proceed the quest objective. Blah 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 blah. Alright, I guess we're doing this. Let me get my checkable friend. Oh, it's literally like right there. It's much closer than I thought it was going to be. You know, I'm really close to that Ethernet shard over there. I should probably just attune with it, shouldn't I? Can they jump? Yeah, they can jump. This has been a very uneventful escort mission. Oh, I wish that was an actual Aether current, though. So this is it, eh? Let me give it a go, then. Huz is freaking za, yo. Gur? Can you hear me? Brilliant! I can finally talk! How wonderful! There's so much I want to talk to you about! Oh, Father, what brings you here? Well, if it isn't my favorite buffoon, how'd you know I'd be here? You can speak? Oh, even your voice is adorable! A pleasure to see you again. I was just looking for my boy. I have something of great importance to impart upon him. It's a pleasure for me as well. I'd been wanting to speak with Shaggles myself, and now he could reply. In that case, why don't you all join me in Charlene Hamlet? There's someone I'd like you to meet. Cool. The most uneventful accompanying I've ever had to do, though. Now, I'm so close to this Ethernet thing, I might as well just go attune to it, guys. Oh, would you look at this? Reaper time. You guys get a little fate action. Oh, hold on. I should probably get more of these. I want to get full credit here. No! Leave me alone! No, leave me alone! Stop it! There. There. That's what I wanted. Look how close I am. I might as well attune to that. There. Yay! Now to switch back to my summoner, that I could remember my hotbars. There. Cool. No, that's not bothering me anymore. I guess Summoner. You know, this main quest line. Oh. Oh, we're going down. Oh, we're going down. Oh, I thought we were going the other way. Oh no. I've messed this up. Well, don't I look like a fool? Oh, that's still satisfying though. Oh. Oh, you're helping the crates. Wonderful. You can put that there with the others. Oh, it's cutscene time and I'm in my summoners. Dang it. You have my gratitude, but how did you come to be involved in this? Oh, you know. Ha! Then I suppose I have Thanker to thank as well. If you're wondering why we were tasked with bringing these boxes to Emporia to begin with, so was I. It turns out this is a base of operations of sorts. Those with final say as to what is included in the ship's manifest can be found here. Father included, I suspect. That should be everything. You carried all that at once? Are you trying to injure yourself? Oh, hush. They're lighter than they look, and not everyone has your delicate arms. I suppose we should have let someone know that we have finished. Theo Paladin is in the courtyard. We can report to him. Why don't you come along? You should get credit for your assistance at least. Considering where we are, we might even learn something interesting. Oh, that's a yummy yum. That's a yummy yum moment. Yummy yum yum. Yum yum in my tums. Now, you would love me to go there, but I must return here. Maybe level up while we're at it. Can't 100% say for certain. There are so many people here. It's lovely to Shaggles to talk, but I do wish he'd stop mocking me. Here I am, finally able to talk. People instantly decide they have more important things to share. Grr. Sounds like you've helped my son yet again. You have my thanks. Thank you so much for always looking after our son. So that's the troll and the boy I've heard so much about. Yummy yum yum in my tongue. Yummy yum yum in my tongue. So what's this all about? Alas, that is not for me to explain. We have someone here from the studio who will do the honors instead. That would be me. A pleasure to make your acquaintance. I come bearing a message for you too, from the scholar himself. You mean myself in Verpoline? Verpoline? Correct. Master Volpoline and Master Shaggles, was it? Would you two perchance be interested in pursuing an education at the studio? Word of your recent accomplishments has reached us, and we are all most impressed by your abilities. It would be an honor to welcome you in our institution and help nurture your talents while providing you with ample opportunities to learn. I can hardly believe my ears, but I'm not about to turn down a chance of a lifetime. Of course I'll enroll. What's the matter, Verpolaine? You've more than proved yourself ready to face greater intellectual challenges, to leave Labyrinthos and expand your horizons. It's just Labyrinthos is all I've ever known. How can I be sure I'll succeed out there? I know you've got what it takes. I know a pair that entered the studio at 11. Yeah, that one. Let's go with that one. Thank you for trying to reassure me. Only I won't know anyone there, and... Grr, what are you talking about? You know me, don't you? Don't tell me you plan to spend your whole life in this fishbowl. There's a whole world out there to explore. Says the troll who's never left Labyrinthos either. Silence, buffoon! Alright, you convinced me. I'll go. Splendid. Now, there are just a few sheaves of paperwork to take care of, so I'll need to borrow your guardians for a bit. So I guess he counts as a guardian for Shaggles. The buffoon. None of this would have happened if we hadn't met... would it? I never have gotten this opportunity or made such a wonderful new friend without you. Thank you, I really mean it. Farewell. 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 Oh, give me that storm blue die. So those two get an education. I have 2 slots remaining in my inventory. That's a problem. Notice how I'm still not leveled up. Alright, now let's go to Aporia. Yes. This must be Theopoldin. I keep thinking I've never seen him elsewhere, but I cannot for the life of me remember when. Seen him elsewhere? Yeah, I don't know. God, it never ends, does it? What can I do for you? We brought samples from Charlie and Hamlet, Series 110. The crates are by the entrance. Ah, thank you. I had expected one of my colleagues, but we're dreadfully short-handed. Just a moment. You are Portiono's children, are you not? Alphino and Alize at your service, where you're well acquainted with father, I take it? Quite. I've been friends with your parents since our days at Studium. I remember when you were yay high, wobbling hither and thither. Clearly, it's been quite some time since we've met. It's good to see you again, wielding your father's nolus, no less. You knew our parents when they were young? What were they like? Pray, spare no detail. I should like nothing more than to regale you, alas. I am meant to be in charge here, and reams of paperwork a want for submission. We can help with that, in exchange for the sort of stories our parents would never willingly divulge, of course. Oh, very well then. There happen to be 3 sets of documents in need of delivery. How about you each take one? I guess I'm a part of that helping hand group. Wait, right there! You will find a forum representative waiting to collect these near the southernmost structure. I hope I haven't kept her waiting too long. Never mind Alpha and Alizé. I'm certain they'll be back soon enough. So when's 381 Yalm southeast? Yeah, it's not quite close enough. And I'm sure more quests are gonna pop up here. Come on, there's like a whole nother area of the Ethernet. Come on. Definitely gonna be more quests here. Are you not one of the Scions of the 7th Dawn? I thought you were meant to be working on the Aetherburner. Oh, we are. We're just kind of in a waiting period right now. Theopolid's paperwork. I was beginning to worry he had misplaced his quill. I appreciate your help in seeing these documents to my hands at last. As for your other task, I pray keep this between us, but I sincerely hope you Scions succeed. The Exodus is, without a doubt, the most monumental undertaking in the history of the Forum, so we must be circumspect in all respects. Risk is a privilege we cannot afford ourselves. At its heart, however, Charlian has ever been a nation of the curious. It would be a tragedy indeed if we were the ones to stymie your pursuit of truth. Well, that was fun. I'm on a mount, yo. I'm on a mount. You'll never know what amount I'm on because I'm in first person mode, baby. First person mode. That's the bird. Quick and efficient. I dare say you have a talent for this work. The twins' papers only needed to be delivered elsewhere in the facility, so they should be returning any moment. We return with not a scrap of paperwork remaining in our persons, you will note. You both have my thanks, and my apologies for sending you on an errand far below your ambitions. Why, even as a babe, you struggled out of your swaddling clothes, and... That is quite enough of that, thank you! It was compromising stories of our parents that we'd asked to hear, to reiterate. Of course, I've known your father for so long, I must have something, Well, as you know, part of why the Livior name garners such respect in Charlian is your family's storied history. You two can trace your ancestry directly to those who came aboard Youngcrep's Hope, a lineage few can claim. I've never thought of much of it myself. It's not as though our forebears founded our nation, though they were simply there when it happened. Nevertheless, it was traditionally been a point of pride. 'Tis why Youngcrep's pronouncement, renounce the ways of war, and pursue enlightenment through knowledge and reason, has ever been our family's creed. Until your grandfather's time, Archon Louis Sois looked not to Youngcrep's words, but his deeds. He asserted in defiance of his peers that choosing to save the great and the small from the rising tides was the true mark of our founders' virtue. Perhaps it was his expertise, his knowledge of ancient processes, and the fall of civilizations that led him to conclude that to eschew conflict at every turn was to consign mankind to his doom. There will ever be conflict and calamity will follow. Thus, to ignore the plight of those one might conceivably save is not wisdom, it is indolence. You remember his words well. Indeed, Archon Louis Sois lived by that personal creed, and used every means at his disposal to bring succor to those in need. Charlian no. No one loved and admired your grandfather more than his son. Yet, Fortunato could not reconcile Louis Sois' deeds with the philosophy of their forebears and his peers, a philosophy in which he believed so fervently, yet made a pariah of his father. Fortunal agonized over his contradiction for much of his life. God's father. A son may carry his father's blood, but his choices are his own to bear. Is it not always thus? Gods know Fortunal's a cranky old goat, but I'm sure you butt heads often enough. Yet even so, you must know they are constantly in his thoughts. You're constantly in his thoughts. Every moment of every day. And that is not an exaggeration in the slightest. You should have seen him when you were born. Barely recognizable, he was, with a kind of dumbfounded grin I'd not seen since he first took a fancy to your mother. He was practically skipping when he told me the news. Take my word for it, he loves you to an embarrassing degree. But he is also frustratingly single-minded. Once he's decided that a given action is for the best, he will stay the course no matter who or what opposes him. A profoundly annoying habit when you're on the other end of it, I am sure you will agree. I'll say... Hold on, let me just double check what he just said. Single-minded, he said, given action is best, he will save this person. Gotcha. Thank you for your insight. When we next meet our parents, I shall mention that we spoke. Try not to get me in too much trouble now. I need the form on my side. Speaking of which, I ought to be getting back to work. I have to make sure those specimens you brought make it to their proper places, or the cranky old goat will have my hide. We can speak again later. Decline! Because I'm not accepting that as Paladin. Summoner, baby! Give me that sweet XP. And skip that cutscene. Wait, what? Wait, what? Why is Grahatia here? Did I screw up? Did I screw up, guys? Guys, did I screw up? Did I miss something here? Graha, why is Graha here? Why is Graha here? Hold on. I'm actually worried right now. I have to be really careful because I'm gonna have to YouTube this while avoiding spoilers. So this is gonna be very scary. Hold on. Journal. What did I just finish? What quest did I just finish, guys? Endwalker. All the way to the bottom. Let's go. All the way to the bottom, please. All the way to the bottom. Hither and yarns. That's what I just finished? Okay. Hold on. I need to look this up, guys. Alright, so the person walks away. Quest complete. Hail. Wait. Hail, you three. Graha, surely Kokol hasn't driven you out of the forge already. For better or worse, however, he was set me on a task that requires more than a single pair of hands. And here you are. I could use at least one of you, but I won't object to more. Unfortunately, Alize and I have our prior commitments, and we have delayed too long as it is. What about you, Enna? Well, Enna's the player in this. So I did miss a little bit. Perfect time. This shouldn't take long. Okay, YouTube. So here's the deal. I accidentally skipped some cutscene there. I looked it up on YouTube. If I'm not sure if I kept that part in. But yeah, I looked it up on YouTube. I just missed Grahatia literally walking in, asking us, and he needed our help. And then Alize and Alphano were like, oh, we got some stuff to do. But do you want to help? Talking to us. And then we're like, yeah, we'll help. And actually, in fact, I might have. In fact, so what about you? Can you spare the time? Perfect. This shouldn't take long. That's what Grahatia says. Okay, there. That's all I missed. And maybe I'll splice in footage. I don't know if I'll splice in footage, but still. That's all I missed. I said the lines when I was watching the YouTube. So I should edit that in. I should keep that in. Alright. Let me just close that because I don't want to keep that YouTube up. I don't want to accidentally spoil myself anything. So I gotta be careful when I do the whole skip cutscene thing to give my other characters experience. Much as I'd like to press Theopaldin for more revealing tidbits, we should be getting back to our tasks. It is strange to hear Father spoken of in such a way, but I suppose he would find your view of me no less odd. Once forged, an unspecified task awaits you. Okay. In an event that our, and I quote, promised heap of adamantite falls right out of the bloody sky into my lap, Master Kokol wishes to be ready to put the proverbial hammer to anvil at a moment's notice. To fabricate these parts, however, he needs the flames in Kokol's forge to burn hotter. He sent me to increase the amount of ether being funneled to his furnaces. The flow of fire-expected ether in Labyrinthos is regulated by an elemental reactor south of here, to which I have borrowed the key. The adjustment will require 2 people to carry out safely, but I can explain the process when we arrive. This is where we part then. We'll see you in Charlie and Hamlet once the Adamantite arrives, if not before. This way then. Ba-da-dee-da-do, dee-ba-do-do-da-dee-da-do, dee-da-do-do-da-dee-da-do, dee-ba-do-do-da-dee-da-dee, do-do-dee-dee. Alright, so yeah, we're back on track. So, just have the mental notes. Be careful when I'm trying to give my other jobs experience for the quests. And honestly, I'm at a point where I could just give everything to Paladin at this point and not worry about it. Where is the ether current here? I feel like I'm pretty close. Southeast. Wait, it's probably where Grahatia is. Hold on, Graha. You got ether currents right nearby you. Ah, camera! Here? 79 Yalms East. There it is, I see it. I see you. I see you. Yeah, hold on, Graha. You can wait. I feel like that middle section is gonna be like a dungeon or something. I feel like something's gotta happen. This is like way too cheery of a section of the story. Don't you guys think? Like everything here is all too like, oh yeah, everything will be fine and dandy. Was that the last ether current? Yeah, sweet. I just gotta need the main quest one. Yeah, just need the main quest one. Sweet. Oh, got a new follower. Thank you. Varahatia. The reactor is housed within this facility. I'll be the one to go inside and adjust the fire ether output. When I do, a rather large amount of water-expected ether will issue from the vent at the top. I expect this to attract at least a few elementals, which we would both rather not be drawing into the reactor itself, trust me. Can I ask you put down any that draw too near? They'll pose you little trouble, I'm sure. You got it, boy! Wait here, if you would. So I guess we're just gonna fight stuff. A little Appa. I'm dead. Oh, and you want some of this. Oh, you want some of this. Oh, bow. A little butt bump. Well, that went pretty well. Cutscene time, baby. Did everything go smoothly out here? I thought as much. No major complications to speak of inside either. And the water ether appears to be venting properly. I expect Kokol will have seen a difference in his forge flames by the time I return. Dude, he's got a big old foot. No, I can see the freaking angle there. Since I have you, there was another matter I thought to discuss with you. Nothing terribly important, merely something I've been considering. Part of this I shared with everyone, yet you, and only you, have been to Elpis. As we have established, refined adamantite is a product of Alag, of the Empire's twilight years, in fact. It was a material which saw much use as part of the Allagan's efforts to extend beyond the bounds of this world, Dalamuman, of course being the most prominent. Of those who would push further, expand Allagan's empire to encompass the heavens and the stars above, perhaps the greatest was its infamous technologist, Amon. Ah, yeah, Amon. Amon wanted to travel the Sea of Stars. Did he remember his life as Hermes? I believe he had his own reasons. There is no evidence to suggest that he retained the memories of his former life. He only joined the Ascians once the Empire was all but dust, as you know. If not his memory, though, what drove him to pursue the idea with such fervor? This may seem far-fetched, but what if souls like mine have a personality, so to speak? A natural disposition towards which they are inclined? We know with relative certainty that it was the gross decadence and inexorable decline of Alag that moved Amon to resurrect Emperor Zonde. The Empire's people spoke lightly of death and destruction, experimenting on those they deemed beneath them to fill the emptiness of their hearts, in their hearts. In facilitating Zonde's return, Amon provided these languid souls with the means to free themselves from the mire of their own indolence. Or would have, had not Zonde been convinced by his own death that life itself was meaningless. Amon's desire for his countrymen to conquer the heaven can only be a means to the same end, to instill the people with new purpose. Like Hermes before him, Amon was appalled by how those around him lived, but could never bring himself to believe that those lives were devoid of meaning. And both of them sought that meaning, that hope, in the distant stars. Such is my theory, anyway. Ultimately, it is the consequences of their actions which matter. Their motives are of no moment, and yet, to reach those stars on wings of adamantite, to travel to the ends of creation beyond, the promise of hope everlasting, that much I do understand. But enough musing for now. Why don't we see how Kokol is getting on? Whew, okay. Hey, where am I going? Well, I guess he would be right across here, huh? Wee, 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 wee. Oh. Just take a moment to look down over here. I honestly feel like that's a dungeon. That's gotta be a dungeon. Right, guys? I feel like somebody's not gonna want us to get close to whatever's in the middle of that. Oh, okay. So, this quest we're about to go to. Do I just go as Reaper? Hold on, what's going on with my inventory? There's like no room for anything. Ugh. There's a lot of crap going on here. Ugh. I did thoroughly brief Pacol on refined adamantite's history. I only volunteered to go to the reactor because I was finished, and there was little else to do. Hopefully that dispels any misapprehensions that I was kicked out for prattling on. I don't know why I did that. I knew I don't have to collect any more ether currents. I really want to avoid on character. Take off the helmet, it just looks goofy. Alright. Phew, I can feel those flames blazing from here! Glad you found someone capable, Graha, but there's not much left for you lot to do. Unless you conjure up that refined adamantite any faster. Okay, just making sure there wasn't any cutscenes there. Just making sure. This is Firemac saying toodles! See you next time!